My brothers and my sisters, hear me today. Life will not hand you greatness wrapped in ribbons. Destiny does not arrive on a silver platter. Victory does not walk into your lap without a fight. If you want to rise higher, if you want to break cycles, if you want to see transformation, you've got to do the hard things your brain wants to run away from. The mind is a master negotiator. It will whisper, "Do it later." It will tell you this is too much. It will seduce you with comfort, lull you into procrastination, and convince you that tomorrow is safer than today. But I came to tell you, tomorrow is a liar. The only power you have is in the now. Some of you are praying for change, but God has already put the answer in your discipline. You don't need another confirmation. You don't need another sign. What you need is courage to push past your feelings and force yourself to do what your future requires. Your feelings are like the wind. They shift, they change, they blow you one way today and another way tomorrow. But discipline is the anchor. Discipline is the steady hand that keeps you from drifting away when life tries to toss you like a ship on troubled waters. If you live by your feelings, you will always be inconsistent. You'll start strong but finish weak. You'll make promises but break them as soon as comfort calls your name. Feelings will trick you into staying in bed when you should be getting up. They'll convince you to eat what you shouldn't, say what you shouldn't, and neglect what you should. Feelings are deceptive. They whisper, "You can do it later. Tomorrow will be better." But tomorrow is not promised. Discipline is not glamorous. Discipline is not comfortable. Discipline doesn't always make sense to the flesh. But discipline is the secret ingredient that separates the dreamers from the doers, the talkers from the achievers, the ordinary from the extraordinary. Discipline says, "I don't care how you feel, get up and do it anyway." Discipline says, "Your emotions don't get a vote in your destiny." Discipline says, "I will show up even when motivation is missing because my purpose demands it." Hear me, motivation will get you started, but discipline will keep you going. Motivation fades when the struggle gets heavy, but discipline rises up and says, "I was built for this." Your destiny cannot be built on fragile feelings. It must be built on unshakable discipline, because feelings come and go, but discipline leaves a legacy. Comfort is a deceiver. Comfort will smile at you while it secretly robs you. Comfort will pat you on the back, whispering, "Stay right here. Don't push yourself. Don't strain. Don't sacrifice." But behind that whisper is a thief stealing your potential, your progress, and your purpose. The truth is this: comfort is seductive. It feels good in the moment, but it costs you in the long run. Comfort tells you to sleep in when discipline tells you to rise up. Comfort tells you to eat the cake when destiny calls you to control your appetite. Comfort tells you to scroll endlessly when wisdom calls you to study. Comfort feels good today, but leaves you empty tomorrow. Hear me. It is easier to sit in the chair than to stand on the stage. It is easier to talk about change than to pay the price for change. It is easier to blend in with the crowd than to rise above and walk the lonely road of sacrifice. But greatness does not grow in easy soil. Purpose does not bloom in the shade of comfort. Transformation is never born from convenience. Comfort will trick you into believing you're safe, but really it's building a cage. That cage may look soft, it may feel cozy, but it locks you away from your destiny. And every time you choose comfort over calling, the bars of that cage grow stronger. But hear me, when you break out of comfort, you break into growth. When you leave the easy behind, you enter into the extraordinary. Growth demands stretching. Purpose requires pressure. Destiny ends. Procrastination is a silent killer. It doesn't roar like a lion. It doesn't strike like lightning. It creeps. It creeps into your life softly, whispering, "Not today, later, tomorrow." And before you know it, days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years, and you're left wondering, where did my time go? Procrastination is the thief that doesn't need to steal your money. It steals your moments. It robs you of opportunities you may never get back. It drains your momentum before you ever leave the starting line. It delays your blessing, holds hostage your dreams, and chains your destiny to the word someday. Hear me, someday is not on the calendar. Tomorrow is not promised. The only weapon you have is today. But procrastination wants you to believe there will always be another chance, another moment, another opening. And many people die with their potential still buried inside of them because they kept saying, I'll do it tomorrow. Procrastination is the assassin of greatness. It doesn't strike with swords, it strikes with delays. It doesn't destroy with explosions, it destroys with distractions. That little voice that says, check your phone first, rest a little longer, start next week. That's the assassin working. And the more you listen, the weaker your will becomes. But you've got to fight back. You've got to rise up and say, not this time. I will not let my destiny be postponed another day. You must act even when you don't feel like it. You must move even when it feels inconvenient. Because action kills procrastination. Movement destroys delay. Every small step you take today is a strike against procrastination. Every decision to act now instead of later weakens its grip on your life. Don't wait for the perfect time. Make the time perfect by moving. Push past procrastination because your future cannot afford your delay. Your blessing is wait. Ting, your calling is waiting. Your destiny is waiting. Not tomorrow, not next year, but right now. Growth never shows up wrapped in comfort. It doesn't come dressed in ease. Growth always hides behind resistance. The very thing that fights you is often the very thing that forms you. Think about it. A seed cannot grow until it pushes against the dirt. A butterfly cannot take flight until it wrestles its way out of the cocoon. Muscles don't get stronger by resting. They grow by straining, by lifting, by pushing against resistance. And so it is with your spirit, your mind, and your destiny. Resistance is not your enemy. It is your trainer. Resistance is not a curse. It is a classroom. Every obstacle, every challenge, every struggle you face is teaching you something, shaping you, preparing you for a greater tomorrow. You don't grow by escaping difficulty, you grow by enduring it. But here's the problem. Our brains want to avoid resistance. We want shortcuts, easy doors, smooth paths. We want to climb mountains without sweat. But without resistance, there is no strength. Without difficulty, there is no development. Without the storm, you would never discover the strength of your anchor. Resistance is proof that you are stretching into something greater. If you are feeling pressure, if you are facing obstacles, if you are wrestling with difficulty, don't despise it. That is the sign that you are growing. That is the evidence that you are moving forward. The enemy wants you to believe resistance means you're failing. But no, resistance means you're on the right track. Because growth does not come to the passive, it comes to the persistent. Growth does not bow to the lazy, it bows to the determined. So the next time life pushes against you, push back. When you face resistance, lean into it. When it gets hard, don't quit. That's the moment you're being stretched into theirs. A person your future requires. Remember this, resistance is not a wall to stop you. It is a weight to strengthen you. And if you'll keep pressing, keep pushing, keep enduring, you'll discover that there are two kinds of pain you will face in this life, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And hear me today, you cannot escape pain. The question is not if you will feel pain, the question is which pain will you choose? The pain of discipline is sharp but temporary. It's the sting of waking up early when your body wants to sleep. It's the ache of exercising when your muscles cry out. It's the discomfort of saying no to temptation when your flesh says yes. It's the struggle of studying when you'd rather scroll, the sacrifice of working when you'd rather rest. Discipline costs you something, but it pays you back with growth, strength, and destiny. But then there is the pain of regret. And regret is heavier than discipline. Regret is a weight that doesn't fade. It lingers. It follows you into your tomorrows and whispers, you could have been more. You should have done more. You had the chance, but you let it slip. The pain of regret is waking up one day and realizing you traded your future for comfort. It's looking back at the opportunities you had but never seized, the gifts you had but never developed, the doors that opened but you were too afraid, too lazy, or too distracted to walk through. Regret eats at you, not for a moment, but for a lifetime. Discipline asks you to suffer now so you can celebrate later. Regret lets you celebrate now but forces you to suffer later. And the suffering of regret lasts longer, cuts deeper, and wounds harder than discipline ever could. Hear me. Discipline may break you for a moment, but regret will break you forever. Discipline stings, but regret scars. Discipline shapes your tomorrow, but regret steals it. So when faced with the choice, choose the pain of discipline, choose the early mornings, choose the extra effort, choose the sacrifice, because the pain of discipline births reward, but the pain of regret only births sorrow. One day, your future self will thank you for the pain you embrace today. But if you give in to ease, your future self will weep for the life you could have lived. So decide right now. You will suffer the short pain of discipline so you can avoid the eternal prison of regret. Your future will not be built by wishes. It will not be shaped by dreams alone. Your future demands your effort. Every day you are making a deposit, either into your destiny or into your destruction. And the currency of that deposit is effort. Hear me. Your tomorrow is shaped by what you choose today. The decisions you make, the discipline you practice, the battles you fight in this season are not just about now, they are about the next. What you refuse to do today will weaken your tomorrow, but what you force yourself to do today will bless your tomorrow. Your future self is calling out to you right now. That version of you that is stronger, wiser, freer, more fulfilled, that version is begging you not to quit. It is pleading with you to put in the effort, to make the sacrifice, to pay the price now so you can walk in freedom later. Effort is the bridge between potential and reality. You can pray all you want, you can hope all you want, you can speak affirmations all you want, but without effort, it is empty. Faith without works is dead, and vision without effort is only fantasy. The problem is your brain will always seek the shortcut. It will tell you, take it easy, do it later, someone else will do it. But your destiny has no shortcuts. Purpose does not come to the lazy. Your future cannot afford your excuses. Think of it this way. Every stroke of effort is building your masterpiece. Every sacrifice is laying a brick in the foundation of your tomorrow. Every time you push when you don't feel like it, you're investing in a version of yourself that will thank you. If you quit, your future quits with you. If you slack, your future starves with you. But if you push, if you press, if you give your best effort, your future will bloom, your tomorrow will rejoice, and your Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the decision to move forward in spite of fear. Courage is not waiting for the storm to pass. It's learning how to walk through the rain with your head held high. Hard things will always stand in the way of destiny. They will intimidate you, they will mock you, they will try to break you, and your brain will scream, run away, this is too much, you can't handle it. But the truth is, those hard things are not there to destroy you, they are there to reveal you. Courage is what separates those who dream from those who do. Anybody can imagine a better life, anybody can picture success. But only the courageous step into the battlefield, confront the giants, and face the obstacles head on. Hear me. The hard thing is not your enemy. The hard thing is your doorway. That difficult task, that painful decision, that uncomfortable confrontation, that is the very thing standing between you and your breakthrough. And the only key that opens that door is courage. But courage doesn't feel good. Courage doesn't feel comfortable. Courage makes your knees shake and your voice tremble. Courage doesn't mean you're not afraid. It means you refuse to let fear have the final say. Think of it this way. A diamond is only formed under pressure, gold is only purified in fire, and warriors are only proven in battle. If you run from the hard things, you will never discover the strength, the wisdom, the resilience that God planted inside of you. Courage says, I may be scared, but I'm still stepping forward. Courage says, I may not know the outcome, but I know my God goes before me. Courage says, I refuse to bow to fear when destiny is calling my name. So face the hard things. Don't run from them. Run toward them. Don't hide from them. Confront them. Because every time you face what you fear, your fear loses power and your courage grows stronger. Your breakthrough will never be found on the easy road. It will always be found in the valley of hard things. But if you dare to face them, if you dare to stand firm, if you dare to show courage, you will walk into victories that fear tried to keep from you. Destiny never shows up on the easy road. It does not reveal itself on the path of least resistance. Destiny hides in the dark places, the uphill climbs, the lonely nights, and the heavy burdens. The difficult things you want to avoid are often the very things God is using to shape you, prepare you, and usher you into your purpose. The enemy wants you to believe difficulty means you are defeated. He wants you to think, if it's this hard, maybe I'm not supposed to do it. But hear me, the hardness of the task is proof of the greatness of the reward. If destiny were easy, everybody would walk in it. If purpose required no pain, everybody would fulfill it. But destiny demands difficulty because difficulty separates the casual from the committed, the weak from the strong, the pretenders from the real. Look at life itself. A seed must break before it can grow. Oil must be crushed from the olive. Wine must be pressed from the grape. Even Jesus endured the cross before the crown. Difficulty is the doorway to destiny. It is the furnace that refines you, the classroom that educates you, the mountain that elevates you. The very thing you are running from is often the very thing that holds the key to your breakthrough. Stop praying for easy. Easy will never shape you. Easy will never reveal your true strength. Easy will never expose your hidden potential. It is the difficult seasons, the difficult choices, the difficult battles that awaken the greatness within you. Destiny is not found when everything goes right. It's found when everything goes wrong, but you keep standing. Destiny is not unlocked in comfort. It's unlocked when you force yourself to do the hard, painful, difficult things your brain screams to avoid. So stop despising the difficult. Embrace it. Lean into it. Push through it. Because hidden ends